You know, I don't know if I talked about it on this channel yet or not, but I know I talked about in another video how they try to trap people to get addicted to pornography here in the Western world in modern day. When I was a kid, you know, or not even a kid, a teenager, get up in the morning, you know, most of our prey fudger, and then you'll have those commercials like on Spike TV or something like that, Girls Gone Wild. Actually, I did talk about this in another video, but the point with Girls Gone Wild is girls was getting naked. They were censored on TV. It was kind of crazy to see that kind of commercial on TV and how it was even legal because it was censored. But they would put it on at this times of the day where most people would not be awake. And it was like a big deal. Like, you know, I remember growing up in the age, like, you know, if I saw a woman naked in any kind of capacity, you know, on TV, let alone an R-rated movie, like, oh wow, that was amazing. I remember I was selling life insurance and I went into this one house one time. There was a little kid, a little girl, forgot how old she might have been 6 or 7. There was like some kind of pornographic movie with nudity. Like, it's not like an adult film per se, but like it was, you know, the sex scenes and action pretty rough happening where you could see like breasts and whatnot, and this girl's getting rammed, and the girl watching, like, her mom's right there, I'm there trying to sell this woman life insurance and whatnot, and then her kid's like watching. I'm like, I didn't say anything, but I'm looking like awkwardly at the screen like, yeah, like, don't you want to change that or fix that or something? And then you wonder, like, and I used to wonder, like, how, like, did some of these girls of our era, like, get addicted to watching, like, some of the most crazy type of adult content, like, stuff I've never watched or could not watch. I swear to God. I'm not just saying this because I'm on YouTube. It's like, they would tell it to me, I'm like, I just couldn't watch that. Like, I could not, even though my worst day where I was down bad, I could not watch that kind of stuff. Like, thank God. I'm not saying, like, oh, I'm holier than thou, and I'm better than other people because, like, I haven't watched, like, the worst kind of, like, adult content that exists or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying, because, like, it's all bad at the end of the day, but I'm like, you know, I'm not talking. You know, it hurts to imagine even. Like, it hurts to imagine that kind of stuff. So like, I just feel bad for people being desensitized to that kind of thing. And anyway, like on Instagram, you get to see like girls again naked, or they'll like paint over their nipples, or you know, they'll have lingerie that's see-through, and like you don't gotta like search for it. It could just pop up randomly on your feed. Like it could. Like sometimes I follow random accounts on my Instagram pages to help boost my numbers up because, you know, I do make a lot of content creation and I need to market that content creation to get business. That's how businesses run. Business is content creation. And like sometimes I'll be scrolling random to see like some, you know, some boobies, some titties, some sexual provocative material and be like, yo, what? Like, dang. And like the thing is, we have a lot of teenagers and kids on Instagram nowadays. Instagram has beat magazines and TV as far as spectacles and filtered pictures and whatnot, and now you just see kids that have access to that, you know, and that what is considered like appropriate enough and suitable enough for Instagram was like full-blown pornography, at least what I could remember or could imagine what it was as a teenager and adult. Like, going as a teenager and adult, if I saw somebody that would have sent my like hormones through the moon. And nowadays, I can just see like, yo. So I feel bad about these kids watching on Instagram and whatnot. But again, I don't make Instagram in and of itself evil. Like a gun's not evil, but we have to use it for more positive purposes because you see what's happening. When Facebook started getting popular, even Instagram first started getting popular, like this wasn't something you can just get away with. But I'm worried about that. I'm very worried about this whole OnlyFans thing, how they try and keep us slaves, how they're pushing it on the youth, and what's going to happen in their generation. Because it was like, I'm surprised that we're in some Sodom and Gomorrah level Roman Empire, last day of Pompeii simulation right now, and like we're cool with that. Like we gotta say, yo, whoa, fam, we've came pretty far. I mean, I know we, especially the Muslim community, we were complaining about how bad things are regarding fitna a while ago growing up. But I'm talking about, yo, like this is like some prophetic level stuff we have to be mindful of and watch out for, or we're gonna be catching our meteor soon as well. So like I mean, Girls Gone Wild, like I wonder if it would be a failing business now. I know they try to Me Too the guy that did Girls Gone Wild, even though those girls volunteered, and that's how they be acting behind closed doors. Anyway, we all knew what Girls Gone Wild was back in the day. I remember going to my friend's house and his parents gave him Girls Gone Wild videos. I'm like, your parents gave you Girls Gone Wild videos to watch? Or dang, no wonder you're screwed up. I couldn't imagine telling my parents that I've seen Girls Gone Wild. Like, oh, that would be like one of the most embarrassing things to say. But hey, look, I'm not recommending it, but I'm saying, look, guys, be mindful. Be mindful. That's the moral of the story. We need to do better. We have to do better because it could be over anytime soon, man. And I want to be straight with God before I go. So, learn from my mistakes, especially my kids, man, or anybody. Like, please, just no, it's bad. It's bad. Let's fix it. Let's all join hands. Let's pull each other and save each other from this epidemic. Oh, last point. And another thing that really makes it synonymous with Girls Gone Wild is like, I'm surprised in a day and age where women who are very overweight or girls who are considered, let's say, like, can I say midget on YouTube without getting canceled, or, you know, midgets that can have like millions of followers, or the case may be, because they're selling their bodies online digitally, putting out in-person prostitution. That's crazy. And not that in-person prostitution is good, but I'm saying that's crazy. And it's like the more wild these girls act, the more naked they get, the more upvoted they become. Like I watched some video the other day, like the top 5 most popular artists, female artists of 2022. And no surprise Nicki Minaj was on there, but that's Nicki Minaj. That was like her own lane. And then people came through, took it a step further. Like it was bad enough that Nicki Minaj got like the boob job and the butt job and was selling nudity gradually. Then girls came after it, sold it further, and just straight up gold digging and hoeing. I'm like, dang. And like, how did that really become popular? How did that become acceptable? Like, how is the next generation get married and sustain families at all? That's gonna wrap up my video, guys, on how Instagram became the new version of Girls Gone Wild. Don't forget to cop some Brimezus t-shirts, MAG t-shirts, King Kamara t-shirts off my website. The link will be in the description box below. Most importantly, guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can continue giving you guys more content on a regular basis.